Hey everybody, I'm Jamilah, your realtor.
And I'm Jazmyn, interior designer.
And welcome to the In Your Space podcast, where we focus on bringing you the real in real estate
and interior design.
Of course. All right. So thank you for coming back.
Of course. Listen, are you thanking me or are you thanking the...
I'm thinking the guest.
I'm acting like you're thanking me. You're welcome.
Wow.
My presence is a present. No, I'm just kidding. So thank you. Yes. Episode 4, we've made it.
We did.
We survived.
And okay, what has your week been like?
How much time you got? No,
Not too much time.
Okay. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
It's been hellish. It's been an ordeal, right? I'm at a phase in a project that's full service, right? So, design to completion, everything. I'm in the phase where I'm not busy because I've done all of the pre-planning stuff. Like the design has been fleshed out to the inch. Now it's being executed by my contractor and I don't have much to do.
So in other words, this is the phase where
hurry up and wait.
But you need another client.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll help, right?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I'm looking for another client, guys.
That's right. So if you want to hire Jazmyn, you need to talk to her at www.
I'm just kidding because I have 3 walkthroughs already on my calendar for the next week. So we're all set. It's, you know what I mean? It's weird. It is really weird how it's like sometimes I'm slammed and then sometimes I have literally nothing to do. And it drives me crazy because I'm like one of those people, if I'm not moving, I'm feeling a little bit like I'm not doing anything.
Well,
that's just not true. But
you can always get me new business if you don't have anything to do.
I mean, I'm sharing this podcast right now.
All right.
doing my part.
You do put in a lot of work.
What else do I need? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. How about you? How was your week? I see your eyes welling up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to cry.
Please don't. Let's not. Okay.
No tears. My week has been absolutely crazy, and when I tell you the market has changed.
Oh, for sure.
Especially where I am, the market has changed, and you can tell by the attitudes of the clients.
Okay. All right. So we got some attitudes going. Yep.
The attitudes have shifted.
In what way?
So the last 2 or so years, sellers had their way.
Right.
They could say whatever they wanted and they could get it.
Right.
Based on what was happening at that time. And, buyers just had to eat it up.
Yeah. Because it was a seller's. It
was a seller's market. Well, it is definitely shifting.
Yeah.
You would think it's happening gradually, but no, you can tell.
Right.
Because buyers are coming with some puff in their chest and they are making all of the demands. But the weird part is that sellers are not adjusted yet.
Right. So they're still thinking about 2021 vibes.
They are. And so there is a lot of pushback. And it's like, well, why? It's not your market anymore.
Right,
so it's just a very hard adjustment to make so abruptly.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what I'm dealing with right now. And it is very difficult. It's a little energy.
Sucking. Soul sucking.
I won't go so far as saying soul sucking, but I will say it takes a lot of energy to do a lot of readjustment.
Right.
And that this week has been very difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all good.
Well, we're going to make it easier.
Are we?
Yes, this next segment.
Are you sure?
Well, it's going to be easier for me. I'm just going to say. Okay, so I came up with this really fun segment idea, guys. We're going to test Jamilah's sales chops. All right. She is Jamilah, your realtor. She does this.
I don't like it.
But I'm going to challenge her because we got to see what she's made of. So what I did is I picked out a great space that I would like her to try to sell me on. And I'm just, run of the mill client. I don't know anything about anything. Just show me this house.
You guys, I don't. If you see what I'm about to show you,
you're going to see it in 2 seconds.
This is not fair.
No, this is fun. Come on, let's do it.
All right. So I think the easiest way for us to go about this is I need to role play.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to be as serious as possible, but I don't know. I think I'm going to lose it.
I'm going to be serious.
All right. So Jazmyn, you are my client.
I am. Hi, Jamilah.
We're going out to see this house.
Yes. You better not waste my time.
Oh my God. So, visual tech guy, I will let you know when to go, but it's not time yet. It's not time to show it. So, all right. So, hey Jazmyn, how are you today?
Hi, Jamilah. What's up?
Okay. So, all right. So we're at our first house.
Yes.
Thank you so much for meeting me here.
Of course.
And, I think this house is going to be really great for you. And let me tell you why.
Please.
It's in the location that you desire.
Paris, France. Mm-hmm.
It's not. No, come on. You told me Paris, France was for the second house.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Paris, France is for the second house. Okay, right now we are in Philly.
Yes.
And you told me you wanted to be in Philly. You wanted to be close to all the bridges. You wanted all that tri-state area goodness.
Yes.
It's within your price range.
Okay.
And actually, it is $35,000 under your budget.
Okay, I'm very curious.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
So let's go in. Let's go take a look at this house. And all right, so over here in the corner, what we have, before Jazmyn sees it, right? What we have is the master bedroom. We have 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, but the biggest thing that you wanted is that ensuite.
Yes, I need to have a big bathroom. I need one.
All right, so let's go into this ensuite right over here and just go ahead, walk around. Look at it. Take a look. So, all right. Well, we're looking at, I know. Come on. This is yummy.
Whoa.
This is everything you said you wanted.
It's a lot going on here, Jamilah.
All right. So, listen, we've got chandeliers. Okay. You see over on the right, we have I think that's a wardrobe closet right over there. That is awesome where the 2 double doors are.
The cowboy doors?
The cowboy doors. Yes. The cowboy doors. We have a jacuzzi tub.
Yep.
We've got, I'm not sure if you're aware, but not only do you have a toilet, you have a bidet.
Gotta love a bidet.
And you said Paris, so you do know that over there in Europe.
Oh yeah, that's running the bill.
You've got to have a toilet and a bidet. So we got that right now, which means there is dual plumbing, which is awesome. Stand up shower. And let's see, over here, we have dual sinks. Dual sinks. And look right back there.
Yeah, I see it.
You see it?
Is that a vanity?
It is a vanity.
Wow.
And a massage table right here to our right. So listen,
many things.
I know that this might look a little scary. It's a little Las Vegas meets Dungeons and Dragons.
Meets Scarface. Yep.
Yep. But there's a lot to work with here.
Okay.
We have space. We've got the good bones. Right?
Yep. There's plenty of space. There's plenty of raw material.
We got raw material here. But I also want to point out, and I didn't say it before, we got storage because look under that massage table. And I'm guessing it's a massage table. So you have your own private linen closet.
Wow. You know what, Jamilah? You have completely fit the bill for what I'm looking for.
I mean,
thank you so much.
Listen,
this is amazing.
I know you said you were willing to put in the work. You already have a renovation budget, which is awesome, but this is also $35,000 under your budget, which means you have more money to play with.
I'm going to need every red cent.
So here's what I'm going to, you might.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm going to suggest you do. I'm going to suggest you go home. You really think about this. You go on Pinterest, maybe you look at some pictures, go on Instagram, do whatever it is that you need to do. Of course, talk to your husband if he is a part of the decision-making process, because sometimes, they say they want to be in the decision and then they say, it's all you, boo. So, I mean, do what you have to do, talk to him. But if you need any extra help, to kind of get more of a vision, I do have a designer for you. Oh, did I get some points for that?
You got 5 for that.
Well, thank you.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Now, guys, if you can see this is extremely challenging. Let me just describe this bathroom for those of you who are listening really quick. There's brown tile everywhere. Literally everywhere.
It's like mosaic brown tile.
Yeah, it's really bad. And I just want to say, caveat, whoever bathroom this is, I apologize. This is all in good fun, but Jesus, what was going on here?
Sorry, that's not that bathroom.
Yeah, there's a jacuzzi. There's a lot of raw material in here. You did a good job. I think you carried it really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I tried. Now, if this was a genuine situation,
my God,
let me tell you what would happen.
Please tell me, because I know I would run out screaming.
I mean, what I did would just happen, but I would also probably be standing over in the corner with my mouth shut and my eyes wide open, just
You don't want to touch anything.
You go ahead and you look over there. And then I'll be praying in the corner that you can see what I see.
Right.
Because not to belabor this, but I am that person, and I think you are too.
Yeah.
I can see.
You can see the
through
potential.
This. Yes,
absolutely.
I can see through this. And
absolutely.
This is a great start in what I like to call see the bones and get the reno loan, or whatever you want to call. And that's a different topic for a different day. But this space has so much potential.
Yeah.
And if you just have the right person to work with, or if you're able to see it too, you'll be okay. But I didn't talk about the mirrors on the ceiling.
I mean, I think that was a good choice to not mention it.
I missed
because don't draw attention to it. Just don't. Let's not look at it.
Yeah, I missed it, but that's okay. That's okay. So thank you for doing that to me, Jazz.
Thank you for humoring me. That was very fun, Jamilah. I can't wait to the next one.
All right, Visual Tech Guy, we are over. Thank you so much.
All set.
But
okay.
I think that terrible challenge that you just gave me.
Did that lift your spirits, though? That was the whole point.
It really did. It really did lift my spirits.
Okay.
But I think this is a great segue into our topic for today.
Yes.
Which there's so much excitement about this because it's all about you. Well,
come on.
It's not all about you, but you've added something new to your...
It's my offerings, my services.
Tell us about it.
Yes. So just recently unveiled this new service arm for Abode Above Interiors. We're offering staging to homeowners, sellers, realtors. Boo boo. Yes, we're doing it. So I am very excited because not a lot of people know about staging. Not a lot of people use staging. So I kind of want to just chat about it so people can be informed. It is such a good idea. And not just because I'm doing it. It's a really good idea, especially now because the market is shifting.
Okay, so explain this to me.
Okay, so staging, for anybody who doesn't know, is you preparing and presenting your house in the best possible light. You're doing all these things to make it appealing to anyone. So you're taking your personal voice out of the space and you're making it pretty ubiquitous. You're hotelifying. Hashtag hotelify.
I actually, when I saw that word, quote unquote, hotelifying.
Mine.
Is it really yours?
I did do that one.
Hashtag, yes.
I did that one just because you said I need to come up with something. That is mine. So it is absolutely removing yourself and making the house palatable to 90% of people. So, whether that's taking paint and changing it, removing most of your furniture, clearing things out. It's extremely important because I have some stats that are really exciting. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
85% of stage homes sold for 5 to 23% over listing price.
Yum.
That's important because a lot of times, especially with the shift in the market, people just hope to get their listing price.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, especially with the shift. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. So the fact that a lot of stage homes are selling above that, and that's because there's a perceived value to the home that they can see now because they see themselves there. You know what I mean? Okay, next stat, really important. 95% of stage homes sell in 11 days or less, which is 87% faster than non-staged homes. So not only are you getting more money, you're getting it quicker. That's come on. That's impressive.
And okay, so I hear these numbers, I hear these stats, and as somebody that plays with numbers and what's the word I'm looking for, and helps to determine the price of the home.
Yeah.
Do you think that those numbers are going to change at all? Like, and this is not a hard, give me some hard facts.
Right. Because I don't really have a hard answer for you. I think they could. I think if the house is staged well enough, then it could even be better than these numbers.
I know that's right.
Last stat. 77% of buyers agents say that staging makes it easier for their buyers to visualize the property as their future home, which is key. That is really what you're trying to get people to do when they walk in to your listing. You want them to say, oh, I would love to live here. I see this nursery. It's just waiting for my child. Or, you know what I mean? I see this kitchen. I imagine cooking Thanksgiving dinner in this kitchen. It's important that they can see themselves there. And so these things are like, it's a great resource.
And I have to absolutely 1,000% agree with that. Right. I hear the stats and I'm all about it. They sound amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm there. But the last thing you said literally hit the nail on the head, because with my clients, when you're going in and you're trying to help someone to sell their home, right?
Yeah.
We do a tour. You're going to take me around your home. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to tell you, okay, what buyers might just hone in and focus on. And that's going to create a problem for you.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely correct. It's a perceived
value. Absolutely.
Yes, because if I see a hole in the wall, now I'm looking for other holes in the wall.
Yep. That's exactly right.
It's not even just about that one hole. I'm looking at the floor. I'm looking for the scratches.
Every crack.
I'm looking in everything.
Yep.
And you know why? Because the more I see, now that my eye is in tune with it, the more I see,
you're picking it apart.
I'm going to pick it apart and I'm going to ask you.
You're taking money off
to
of
drop
it.
your price.
You're taking money off of it. Absolutely.
So for me as a realtor, if my clients are not hiring a stager, we're fixing things, but it's nothing like staging.
No, it's a different level. It's absolutely a different level. And there are levels to staging. That's the other thing I want to say. Like, I personally, I'll speak on my experience, my company, right? We're going to offer the standard, which is the low level staging option, but we're also going to do the luxe, which is the model home experience where you walk in. You know, have you ever been to a Toll Brothers house? Have you ever been to like these Blenheim homes where the model home is all of the bells and whistles?
Girl, let me tell you what.
That's that experience.
Let me tell you what. It's you know who has a staging game on lock?
Who's that?
It's not who you're going to think I'm going to say right now.
I want you to tell me because I have a couple names in my head right now.
It's not a builder.
Okay.
It's a store.
Okay. All right.
It starts with an I.
I love IKEA.
Exactly. IKEA has the staging game on lock.
Yes.
Everything about them. And the way that IKEA makes you feel, this is very relevant, but the way that IKEA makes you feel, you walk into IKEA, you can go into every little nook and cranny space.
And you're like, oh, look at how much this looks so good together. I can totally see myself in this living room. No, absolutely.
But here's the thing.
Genius. It's genius marketing.
You walk in there, right, to buy one thing.
Yep.
You might buy maybe 5 things. It could be $100. It could be $200. But these 5 things, you're going to take it home and you think your whole house is going to be transformed.
No, you got to come back.
You got IKEA syndrome.
Yes.
So it's not enough. But the point is that space, it makes you feel.
It's genius. It really is. Yeah. And that's what's happening. When you hire a stager, they are making your house feel like an IKEA. Not in the same way, but yes.
Yeah. That's the point. I got it.
Yes, absolutely. So a big deterrent though, let's talk about the drawbacks because it's real. Not everybody's going to want staging. A big deterrent is cost, right? I've heard that the average cost for staging is about 1% of your list price, which is a daunting number.
That's fair.
It's a daunting number if you didn't plan on spending that money, right? So my thing is if you're thinking about the return on investment, right? Say your house is only on the market for like 2 to 4 weeks. The amount of money you spent on staging will probably be doubled and returned to you. I would think because of these stats that we've already gone through. Tell me what you think, Jamilah. You are a realtor.
Okay.
Have you used staging before?
No.
Okay. Why not?
Okay, exactly. That's a good follow-up question. All right. So from the moment that I was in real estate, I was working part-time. I don't think I had enough in the game to use a staging service.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't value it.
Right.
And I don't want to use it. Right now, with the year that I've had coming back in, there hasn't been an opportunity.
You didn't need it.
No, because you have this crazy, what was a crazy seller's market.
Right.
And it was, you throw your house up and you could throw a fresh coat of paint up and you get whatever you want. Sun, the moon, and the stars, and probably $20,000 extra or more.
Listen.
Now, since the market has shifted, which is what you already said, and I'm going to repeat it.
It's changing.
The market is officially changing and sellers have to do more
for the foreseeable future.
You have to do more.
Yeah.
But, so with the more, whether it's going to get you an extra 10 or an extra 20 or $30,000, if it gets you that much, I think the one of the best things that it could do is move your house faster. Because I will tell you, I've seen the shift.
Yeah.
Because again, before we're talking, 4 days, your house is on the market under contract. That is not happening
like that anymore.
Right now.
For a variety of reasons.
In my market where I am, that is no longer happening. If it's happening in a different market, I just want to, throw that out there. I get you, but it's about to change.
Right. Yeah.
So here, right now, I'm seeing 30 days, which is technically normal.
Right. It's just not, it's out of the norm now because we got spoiled by that quick turnaround. But yeah. Okay. So
I value it, and I'll be using it much more now.
Yeah. And I think for certain homes, it makes sense, right? If you have a home that has problem areas, like glaring problem areas, it makes sense for you to have a stager because you can anticipate somebody's going to call it out and be like, come on. You know what I mean? You might want to fix those things. Just cover it a little bit. Put some gloss over it.
Now, I'm going to play
devils. The devil don't need no advocates, Jamilah.
It's devils?
No,
seriously.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little bit of devil's advocate because I'm going through this right now. Sometimes you can advise your clients to do something.
Okay.
And you know that it is the best thing for them to do.
Right.
And then they don't do it. They don't do it.
Yeah, no, I listen. I absolutely agree. I know this.
I can advise you. I can consult you. I can't make you sign the paper.
Right.
I can't make you say yes. I can't make you think a certain way. I'm just here to help you through this process. But there are times when they're like, no, we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately they suffer through it.
Yeah.
And then they come back to it.
Right.
So I think as a realtor, it's definitely, it's hard to get someone to see the value in something if they just don't want to. Like they're not ready to see that value, and it takes them a little more time. But there are some folks out here that know.
I think people who are motivated are going to take this seriously as an option. I really do. I think if you have a home that's older, you're ready to move on up, if you will. If you feel like, maybe it's been on the market for a while and you want to reconsider, you want to regroup, that's the ideal person for this because you've already seen as is not working. So you might have to reevaluate what you present to potential buyers.
Say it again for a soundbite.
As is not working.
There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I understand that, not everybody is going to be down for staging, but I have to give tips. I have to help people out because I can't just leave you hanging, right?
Let's do
so
it.
What I'll say is that at the very least, there are 6 things that you must do. Okay.
I'm
as a staging professional now.
I'm all ears, Jazz. I'm all
right,
ears.
listen, first thing first, declutter and remove yourself. Okay. If your personality is in this home, it need not be because there is no room for your new buyer to see themselves. So remove yourself. If that's in the paint color, if that's in a wallpaper you decided which was a brave choice, you have to be honest with yourself about these things. And then decluttering, you think it's tchotchkes, it's decor, it's too much. It's probably too much, right? If it's called tchotchkes, listen, just put it away. Put it away.
You said if it's called tchotchkes?
If you're saying like, those like, oh my God, what are they called? The little.
Oh no, I know bobbleheads.
Yes,
and
the
all types of
bobbleheads,
stuff.
the little angel figurines.
Listen, to piggyback off of that, my son saw a picture of a home that I was going to take someone to, and he's 7 now.
Yeah.
And you know what he saw by the fireplace?
Some bobbleheads.
This isn't a seller's market though. Next to the fireplace, they had staged footballs and football memorabilia and all these little things, and it was just lined up. And my son said, "That's messy."
Well, so yeah, most cases remove that because that's you. That's not everybody. That's not ubiquitous. Hotelifying, meaning look at a hotel room, look at a hotel suite. What do they have? They have nice linens, very, abstract or, run of the mill art that you can find at any Hobby Lobby or Home Goods. They have, it smells good. It's clean. Make your house that minimal stuff, empty out space. Okay. I'm going ahead of myself. Second rule, clean. Okay. if I go in and I see your baseboards is dusty with an inch of dust, just waiting for some attention, I'm walking back out.
You should not be painting your baseboards and get a bunch of dust on it.
No. You got to clean first.
Yeah, you have to clean.
Yeah, you have to clean first. So that's why number 1, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, number 1's declutter. Number 2 is clean. Clean. Because I'm thinking if they didn't clean, knowing people were coming, what am I going to find when I start like really getting into the nitty gritty? That's a nightmare waiting to happen. I'm going to be thinking about that dust for a while. So, and the perceived value is this house is not taken care of.
Now you're talking to me because I have to tell people, do not come into my house with glasses or contact lenses in because you will see
you're
the
not
dust.
selling it. Are you selling it?
Not at the moment.
Okay. All right. Well, let's take some notes for this because when you get ready to do that.
Oh, I know.
All right. Next, rethink furniture placement to maximize space, right? You want to emphasize what space you have, even if it's not that much. Make it feel big. So take out oversized furniture, remove like cabinetry, things like extraneous things, put them aside, pack them away, put them in the garage, just move them out of that space because even if they go into the garage and they see it's packed to the gills, they're not looking at the garage as, okay, this is the deciding factor. Most people don't really care that much about that. They're looking at the living room like, oh, okay, I can breathe in here. You know what I mean? So that's very important.
Now, interestingly enough, I took a client of mine to see a home, and it was a townhome. And when we immediately walked in, I thought, they did a good job.
Yeah.
They hired a stager.
That's what you want,
and
though.
I knew,
you want that.
I knew because it was hotelified. It was just so crisp and clean throughout.
Yep.
It was the whole design was unified, right? It wasn't too much. Sorry. Am I jumping ahead of myself?
Ahead of me.
I'm sorry. But when they took out, you could tell it was staged when there wasn't so much furniture in the living room.
Yeah.
And I said that's because and where I would have put the couch was not where the couch was because you want to open it up and not close it off.
Yeah, put it in an awkward position because it's not for living in real life. It's for showing. So you want people to perceive that space as it could be. Yeah, to the best of its ability.
To the best. All right.
We got a song from Jamilah.
Nope,
yes, we're keeping that in.
Anyway.
Thank you, engineer guy. Okay, moving right along. So I said declutter, clean, rethink furniture placement, show off storage. And this is a very interesting thing because if you go into a hotel, into the closet, what's going on in there? They've got empty hangers in the closet.
I did not think you were going there.
Get in
I was
depth.
thinking something else.
They've got empty baskets. They've got bags that have nothing in them.
So dumb.
Make it feel like people can move right in.
That's so simple, yet so
Not so many
effective.
hangers, let's be clear, and make all the hangers uniform, for God's sakes. But, yes, no wire hangers. No wire hanger. But yes, that is a simple thing. Just clear out your closet, make room, and put some empty baskets in and some really nice hangers in there. People will think, oh my God, there's so much storage in here. It's a Jedi mind
mental.
trick, but it's genius. It works every time. Okay. Next, it's not the last thing. Hotelify, right? More specifically, decorate in a uniform way. So that's where you were jumping ahead.
Sorry.
Uniformity in color scheme, in textures, echo from the living room to the kitchen to the bedroom, make everything feel uniform, like it's one flow, because what the impression will leave is like, this house is really in sync. It's balanced. And that will affect their thinking of like, oh, that's what I'm bringing. If I get this house, I'm getting a balanced life. It's very like subconscious, but you have to do that Jedi mind trick, and people do. They think of that, and I mean, again, hotelify. Just go to a hotel. There's not a whole bunch of colors. Every room's not a different color. I mean, unless it's a really jazzy hotel, but for the most part, they keep it really cute and simple and clean. So try to do that. And then last thing, sorry, this is a long list. Number 6,
you good.
Add some smell goods to this house. Okay. Bake a pie before showing.
Open
light
a window.
Some candles. Oh yeah.
Open
you gotta
a
get
window.
a cross breeze going. Because the other thing that's really bad is going into a house and smelling somebody else's living situation. It smells like somebody else's house.
Jazz,
you know what I mean? Make it smell good in there.
I just got a dog a year ago.
Mm-hmm. I love your dog. She's so cute.
She is a sweetheart, and she's short haired. And I thought that short haired dogs would be easy. Well, she clearly sheds. She sheds like crazy. And when we wash the blankets, or when I wash the blankets in the bedroom, I mean, I'm like a one woman show when it comes to doing laundry, but I'm not going to complain. But when I wash the bed linens and what have you,
yeah.
She needs to give me 2 weeks. Do not be on the bed. Can I have 2 weeks of no
because that
fur?
smell that just transfers right on over.
Here's the fun part. I didn't know how much her doggy blanket stunk or her doggy bed stunk until we took it out of the room. And it didn't stink?
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, you get used to it. People get used to their smells.
Yes.
They absolutely do.
And so when you... My goodness, now I can walk in my room and it smells like a dog lives here versus it smells like people live here. And if you light a candle, it's going to smell like a dog lit a candle in here.
So open a breeze, open a window, get some cross breeze going for sure. But yeah, add some smell goods. That's absolutely the last thing. So, I mean, I'm going to put them all up here in post. Yes, 1 through 6. Take a picture, write it down. It's an easy way to stage without having to get into the investment of renting furniture and, all of that extra stuff. If you are determined not to. But I would encourage, those are just the first 6 steps that I say for people who don't want to go with a stager. There's so much beyond that.
But I appreciate you for kind of bringing that more to life. Simply because, again, when I go to meet people who want to sell their homes, there is an information packet that I leave with them. Yeah. And it talks about decluttering. And it doesn't talk about staging so much, but especially the clean this and the fix that and the decluttering. So everything that you're saying is on point. So, hey, if you don't want to hire a stager, if that's not where you are yet,
at the very least, do these things.
These are the basics. Yeah. And just watching you talk about this and hearing your voice, you took the words off of the paper. She didn't read the paper, but she took the words.
I had to read that.
Right. Off of the paper that I give to the people.
Oh, okay. Yes.
You've never seen that before.
No, I didn't.
So you literally brought those words to life, and I'm sitting over here getting all skeeved out because one day when I go to sell my house, I have to take the same advice.
I got you, girl. Literally. I'm going to remind you 1 through 6.
I'm afraid now. I think I'm going to have to paint my fireplace all over again. Remember, it's so eclectic.
Yes. It's
all personality.
And unfortunately, it's the opposite of design. You're taking the personality out of your home because you don't know who's going to walk in. You don't know who's going to see it.
And I'm that person that will probably get really offended where you want me to take my little mask chotskis off of the fireplace and what you want me to paint my fireplace now. Ugh.
It's a very so this is also why I do a staging consultation to kind of ease people into the idea that, look, I love your style. You love your style. That's all that matters. But if you want to sell this house, you got to make it lovable to everybody, or at least most people, right? So that's what that process is. Nothing personal,
And you're right.
Because you made those changes.
You're right.
You made those changes. It wasn't like that when you
moved in. Precisely.
Exactly.
So, Jazz, that's perfect. Yes. Everything is perfect.
Yes.
And what I would like people to do is, if you have some staging stories,
yes, please share
the successes and the horrors and the pitfalls and the advice for some other people.
I want to hear why people may not stage so that I can figure out what I can do to help them in that situation, because I don't know. Again, this is a new service I'm offering because I've gotten so much interest, quite frankly. Like, a lot of realtors are like, wait, do you do staging too? And I'm like, meh. But now I'm looking into it. It's like, it makes so much sense for what I already do that, why not offer it as well? And I think it could help people.
I love it. So you guys make sure that, again, you comment, but you like and you subscribe.
Yes.
Stay engaged with us, and make sure, especially on YouTube, to look in that description box where you can find Jazmyn's information if you are in the local tri-state area.
Stop.
New Jersey.
All right. Anyway,
Delaware,
moving right along. Next week, what are we talking about, Jamilah?
Are we?
What are we talking about?
Oh my goodness. I know what we're talking about.
Yes, you do.
It's parenting and the work-life balance.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people can relate.
Yes. What, as working mothers, shared experience? We're going to just try not to make it a gripe session.
We are.
We're going to make it a gripe session?
No. We're going to try not to make it a gripe session. I'm with you.
Keep it professional.
High five on that. All right, you guys. So until next time, thank you so much for joining us in the In Your Space podcast. I am Jamilah, your realtor.
And I'm Jazmyn, interior designer.
And we are going to see you next time.
Bye.
Hey.